Good evening, everyone, and thanks for watching. I'm Katie Moore.
And I'm Sharice Gibson. The DA's office failed to meet the deadline to file charges against juveniles accused of carjacking and shooting a man last summer.
Yeah, but the DA's office argues they were being careful rather than careless. And the DA does not believe the charges should be thrown out. And Erica Ferrando is joining us live with the latest on this case tonight. Erica?
Katie and Sharice, 59-year-old Scott Toops was right here uptown dropping off Mardi Gras bead donations last July when he was shot and carjacked. 2 teens were arrested, and District Attorney Jason Williams said he would try them as adults, but after missing an important deadline, it's unclear if that will happen.
I'm doing great. Like I said, I'm working, back at work again. I was shot here.
Scott Toops is out of the hospital, out of rehab, and back at work after nearly losing his life in July. 17-year-old Kendall Myles allegedly shot and carjacked him uptown after escaping from the Bridge City Center for Youth. Then in November, Scott lost his wife, Stacy, who stood by his side fighting for his recovery and justice in his case.
My wife just really did a lot for us. I'm still very emotional from it.
After Myles and 15-year-old suspect Kayla Smith were arrested, District Attorney Jason Williams said he would try them as adults since Myles was already serving a juvenile life sentence. Williams told us in a statement Monday, "This is a case of being careful rather than careless. We worked systematically to build cases that we could win at trial, which included visiting the victim's bedside." And the DA's office filed the charges 57 days after the arrests, missing the 30-day deadline that the Louisiana Children's Code mandates. So Thursday, a judge granted the defense's motion to quash the bill of indictment. Williams argued in his statement, the system is not set up to be able to make a thoughtful and informed decision within the limited time period. However, the law is clear that even if the state doesn't meet the time limit, dismissal of the prosecution is not an appropriate remedy.
It just really makes me really mad that this kid can get up, he can get back out again. He should be in Angola right now for shooting me twice. I'm just lucky that I'm still living.
Former Assistant District Attorney Rafael Guainecci called the missed deadline a DA management issue, and he says it's unclear what happens now.
The appellate courts are going to have to clarify the statute to determine what are the consequences of missing the timeline.
Williams said he's appealing the judge's decision, saying the judge who quashed the indictments in these cases did so in error, and we are taking this matter to the Court of Appeal and State Supreme Court if necessary.
The judicial system here in Louisiana or in the New Orleans area is terrible. It really is. When the DA is getting paid by the state to do his job and he's not doing his job properly, then he needs to quit.
The DA's office told us today the defendants are still in custody. Now, the appeal will be discussed at a status hearing on this case that is set for April 3rd. Live from Uptown, Erica Ferrando, Eyewitness News.